Hey, what's going on with you, YouTube? This is Dion coming at you again, man. A few changes, man, and one of the biggest changes just happened, man. I got into an accident. Accident that I didn't even know happened, but I was in an accident. Okay, I didn't. Not that I didn't know, I didn't see it happen, but it happened. Another thing is I'm making some different moves inside of Landstar. I'm going into the flatbed division, and basically what it is that I'm trying to build something here. Get to a different level, a little bit more money in my pocket, this and that. Well, how did I come up about that decision? Well, hey, look, man, I got a wife, right? And I used to run flatbed, so I took all my stuff off my truck, I put it into my garage. 5-6 years later, I'm over here driving, I'm driving out on the road, this and that. I come home, I see all my flatbed equipment laid out all over the garage floor, and my wife's got a notepad, my son's taking pictures, and they looking at putting shit all on eBay. Nobody asked me a damn thing, but it happened. Okay, so she wants to sell my shit. So I gotta find somewhere to put it, and it ain't in the house no more. So I can't put it in the garage. Garage gotta be clean. I gotta get all that shit off the floor anyway. So I'm going back in the flatbed. Basically this time I'm gonna go in the step deck. I'm gonna have a step deck and do what I have to do. So I checked in with Landstar, found out what a lot of things that I need to do to get to that step, another division. And I got all that, so now I'm on my way to, today's the 6th, I'm on my way to Dallas-Fort Worth area to go back to Fort Worth to do my securement class. Just picked up a load about 4 or 5 hours ago back there in Johnson City, Tennessee, and I'm heading to that area. It delivers in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I'm heading that way right now. We'll be there tonight somewhere around maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna be feet there and shut down until Monday. Okay, so it's a drop and hook. I can drop it anytime. Just get out there, drop it, and go about my business. All right, so yeah, that decision, I should have been getting into it a little while ago, but when my wife starts to try to sell my stuff, man, you know what? Maybe that's telling me I need to do it again. So I'm getting into it, but. With Landstar, there's a rating system. Even though I was, doing it for a while back then, I've been out of it so long, I have to go back through the securement class. I have to go through and get my ratings again. So basically what it is, every 6 months with Landstar, you get a step up in your ratings, so I need to work with that, to get your full ratings. You got about 2 years, 2-3 years with Landstar to get to from a step deck or flat to get to low boys and all that other stuff. But I don't even know if I'm even go that high. But I'm gonna get back in the flat, because I'm gonna tell you something. The van pool right now is cluttered. Okay, not that nobody's getting loads. It's just that the van pool is cluttered. You wanna. If anything you want to do in life is step yourself out of the clutter. Okay, get out the rat race. All right, improve in certain things, man. Do certain things that other people are not doing. So in order to do that, you gotta educate yourself, read up on things, and do the job you have to do to get up out of there. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do right now, is get away from the bulk of what everybody else is doing, so, and that's where I want to be at. I want to step up out of there. If I got 1,000 people here where I'm at now, if I got 1,000 people doing the same job I'm doing, okay, my money pool is shrinking, so I got to step myself up. So my next step, I get to, let's say you have 500 people in that pool, now I got a different rating. Now I got about 500 people in that pool. My money's starting to look a little bit better. But if I keep going again and keep going again, I maybe got 250 people in that pool. So, you want to get yourself out of the bottom of what everybody else is doing and improve yourself at all times. No matter how old you are, how young you are, this and that, you got to keep improving yourself. So that's my reason for getting in a flatbed, because they got some steps in it which everybody ain't doing, and everybody's not gonna do. Okay. So that's it with me. You know, I'm always improving, trying to get a little better here, a little bit better there, and get myself into a different pool, so your money looks a lot better to you. All right. So anyway, that's what it is. That's what I'm trying to do right now, and so I got to get it done. Otherwise, my wife's gonna sell my shit. So I'm going into it now. Let's talk about the accident. Man, let me tell you something. It was right at the end of the month, about 5/35, 31. You know, May 30th, 31st, and I'm at home. And I had a couple of days at home before I take off and leave, and I had to get some stuff done. Well, I'm in California. I just left the house, and I got to take my trailer down for an inspection and my truck down for an inspection and get some shit done down there. And as I'm going there, I'm on the 60 freeway in the 215 in Riverside. So I don't know if some of y'all who ever been in the California area, that's, there's a junction there that splits. One goes to the right, goes to San Bernardino, California. The other one goes down to Fontana, California. Well, I'm on my way to San Bernardino, so I'm making off to the right. I'm going off to the right. I'm in the number 2 lane. Okay, number 2 lane, which starts from the far right all the way over. So I'm in number 2 lane, and I noticed this lady right next to me. And I noticed she was. I noticed she put her turn signal on. And so what happened is I pay no attention because she can't move over. I'm right there next to her, so I pay really no attention to her. I'm kind of paying attention to the right side of my truck, because that if you ever made that transition, that second lane and that first lane starts making a transition into one. Well, this lady was trying to get on the same freeway that I was getting on at the same time. So what happened is, man, so as she's going by me, I'm passing her, she's headed toward the back, I hear this loud ass boom. So I'm looking look on my passenger side, look at this, look to my right, I don't see nothing. I never even seen the accident happen. So, and I look, and nothing's there, and I'm driving for, not even 3 seconds more, and everybody's like, Landstar, you in the accident, you had an accident, this and that, you got to pull over. And I don't see no accident, so I'm looking. I look back there, and man, when I look back there, I happen to see this lady, man, going all the way for the medium. She's headed for the medium, the solid concrete wall over in the medium. And then next thing I know, she's flying back across the freeway all the way over to the right-hand side, just crossing all lanes with, just like out of control, But she controlled the vehicle and able to get it stopped, okay? So, I pull over, I try to get over and pull over and stuff, like a lot of traffic out here, everybody's looky-looing it and this and that. So I run back there, man, and I look and I said, oh, shit. So I look and I see this lady. Now I'm in for a big surprise, because she's fucking about 70 years old, and sweet lady, man, sweet lady, was a little shooken up, So before I jumped out of my truck, I had already been on the phone with 911 and, telling them, look, there's been an accident. I'm right here at this certain junction, letting them know. I run back, so I said, look, I got to get off the phone with you. I got to run back here, see if this lady's all right. And I run back there, she's 70 years old, and I asked the lady, I says, and I really can't talk to her, because people are, I'm gonna tell you something, people, you see an accident, don't get next to it, because I couldn't even get next to talk to this lady, okay, because I had to, kind of on the side of her car, barely her open the door, and asked her if she was all right. And I asked her if she was all right. She says, no, miss. She says, no, mister, I'm a little shaken up and stuff. I don't know, I don't feel right, So, thinking she's 70 years old, I ran right back to the truck, got back on the phone, said, had to, please send fire out here, whole 9 yards. get out here to check this lady out. She's about 70 years old, and by the time I got back there, started calling again, CHP's there. So I run back, and CHP is telling me, no, go back, get in your truck and this and that, whole 9 yards. So I go back to my truck because, at this time of day, it's about 3, 4 in the afternoon, and it was just so much traffic out there, and you know how California gets, traffic-wise. So, I never even really got to go talk to her again after that, but, fire showed up. That was a good thing. They checked her out, and they spent a lot of time back there talking to her, and I was like, nobody's coming up here to talk to me about shit. And I'm like, can I give my statement on this damn thing? What's going on? So they're spending all their time back there with her. So it's CHP and them. So they check her out. Fire leaves, says no, she's fine. By the time they get to me, the tow truck's showing up. Okay? And so, by the time the tow truck shows up, CHP finally comes over to me and says, I need your, logbook. I need your logbook. I need for all your paperwork, your registrations for the trailer, for the tractor, and everything. I'm like, oh man, did I do something? What's going on here? So I take everything out, look at all the stuff together. I step out the truck. My truck is, and he pulls me over to his vehicle, and I get inside with his vehicle. And basically he says, well, all your paperwork and everything checks out and this and that. And he says, you can go. Well, I didn't even get a statement. Is the lady all right? Or, he said, well, what happened? Then it's like, dude, I got other things to do. What happened? So come to find out, the reason why they're spending all that time back there with her, evidently she admitted to hitting the trailer. Now, let me tell you what happened. When she passed me, she never seen the trailer. As other people were telling me, she actually got under the trailer. She got under the trailer and started to come out from the trailer, and that's when the trailer tires hit her door. It hit the passenger side and went right down her whole front side of her damn trailer. And when that happened, she bounced off and went flying off. That's why I didn't see the accident, but she pretty much admitted guilt to it. I got on the phone with Landstar and told them everything. But, CHP told me, he said, hey, look, go. You can go. So I told Landstar all this, and as it stands right now, I have a non-preventable accident. Non-preventable. There's nothing I can do about that. So that's good. It's a non-preventable on my end, so it doesn't affect me. But, hey, look, in about 3-4 days from now, about 3 days from now, the police report comes out. But as right now it stands, I have a non-preventable, but they don't think anything like that's going to change. So with all that being said, so, if you're in an accident with Landstar, you have to go back and get a whole nother DOT and physical. You have to go to a whole nother truck inspection, whatever they want you to do, you got to go do it, whole 9 yards. But Landstar's been real cool about it. Hey, Dion, go do what you got to do, and just give me all that stuff back to me, and we're fine. We'll have the report, and I'll let you know what the report was. Like I told Landstar, I didn't even see it happen. So I didn't even see it happen. I was just I was just making that transition. So anyway, I'm in the back right now. My wife's driving the truck right now. We're on our way, so she's gonna finish up with the day right now, and then I'm gonna take over a little later on tonight and finish on up and get our cell phone in there. But that's the moves I'm doing right now. That's the everything has been going on with me right now. There's other things, but this video's getting a little bit long. Like I said, it can get longer because I have other things I got to talk about. But I'm gonna cut it off from here, guys. Drive safe. Look out for that little old lady from Pasadena because they're unpredictable. And watch out for grandma, man. Watch out for grandma on the road. Give her all the space, whether you have a truck or not. And that's a lesson learned right there on that accident. So, all right, man. Y'all drive safe. I'm out. Boy Dion. Talk to y'all later. Bye.